Okay, I want to address something. Every once in a while, because I see the Twitch chat and it's very fast, right? And I get it, but occasionally I'll see people here in the Twitch chat say like, dude, this guy's obsessed. Like, this guy's obsessed with Sniper Wolf. Like, why is it like, dude, this guy's really milking this whole Sniper Wolf thing, you know, this whole Sniper Wolf feud. This is why I'm so passionate about streaming this and making videos about it. We're not talking about shit she did years ago. We're talking about shit she did last week or yesterday or today. This is still what she does commonly, frequently, repeatedly. That's why I still do this, because it's so egregious. And no one's policing this at all.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Comic Crow. And I wanted to start off with that video by Jack's Film, kind of explaining why he was making that content about Sniper Wolf. And look, right now, the very same logic that was used against Jack's Films by the Sniper Wolf fanatics who are claiming, oh, he's obsessed and everything. I mean, you could say that about all the people that are currently uploading videos about what she recently did to him, or about the tweets that they've been putting out, or about tagging YouTube. Well, you have to, because it's something that not only did she recently do, but that nobody else is holding her accountable for. So as you can see on the screen, I've got like a couple of updates, and yes, Pokimane has weighed in on the situation, so we will go into her tweet as well. But this was a conversation somebody had with YouTube, okay, trying to get them to commit to saying, hey, doxing is bad. Well, YouTube has made a complete 180 in the face of Sniper Wolf doxing Jack's Films, two YouTubers, one YouTuber doxing another based on his YouTube content. They've weighed in on it, and they basically said that what you do off platform doesn't bother them. They don't care. They're blind. They don't see it anymore. This is hilarious to me. It is absolutely hilarious to me, because YouTube has taken action against people based on their behavior off platform. They have done it. Get an article written about you and watch your social credit score drop and see how YouTube responds to you having a channel on their platform. Didn't YouTube? Yeah, actually, just recently, Russell Brand, right? Russell Brand has an article written about him with no accusers, no evidence presented to back up the claims, in which they won't even use the term that everybody else is using to describe the situation. YouTube demonetized him almost immediately, I think it was within a couple of days of the claims coming out about him. Right away demonetize him, okay? And now listen, what he is accused of, even though I think it is a complete hoax, it is completely false, it is technically worse than doxing, like 100%. But we've caught this bitch red-handed. She uploaded the photos herself. Like it is against the law in the state that she lives in. So you actually have this woman dead to rights, and YouTube's just like, well, you know, off-platform behavior, that's we're not policing that, but only for Sniper Wolf. Only for Sniper Wolf. So this has caused people to just go kind of like, what the hell are you doing? Now I got a couple tweets we'll read through. First one's from Quartering, only because he brought something up that I had forgotten about, and that was Ackman. Ackman made a joke about doxing, and he was removed from the partner program over it. Sniper Wolf is actually doxed a YouTuber because of the content that he makes, and YouTube doesn't give a shit. They're acting as if this did not happen, or if it did happen, they didn't notice it because it wasn't on their platform. I mean, like, man, if I was Ackman, I would be like, I would probably like take an axe and take it to my take it to my computer, because like how frustrating must that be, right? How frustrating must it be for anybody who has been punished by YouTube's absurd terms of service, right? Absurd terms of service in which they don't state things clearly. And then you have a clear-cut example of somebody doing something that everybody knows they shouldn't be doing. And YouTube's just like, well, we changed our policy. we changed it like literally like the day before this happened. It's totally unrelated, totally unrelated. I guarantee you, if you are a YouTuber and you go to Sniperwolf's home, which I'm not suggesting anybody do this, okay? Because it is wrong, all right? It is wrong. It doesn't matter who you're doing it to, except maybe EDP, but like realistically, it is wrong. But if you were a YouTuber and you went to Sniperwolf's home and you posted photos in front of her house to your Instagram, I guarantee you, YouTube would yeet you out of existence so fast, right? They would remove you so damn fast if you did something like that. But in Sniperwolf's situation, well, turn a blind eye. Yeah, it's frustrating and it pisses people off. And like, it's not going away. It's not going away. Is YouTube hoping that if they just don't talk about it, if they pretend it's not actually a thing, that some other drama is going to occur and that will shift the focus away from YouTube? Because genuinely, I see that a lot with places, right? They'll completely screw up, and their solution is to just not address it at all and hope a bigger story comes along later. Well, listen, man, Sniperwolf is unhinged. Sniperwolf has committed crimes. Sniperwolf was just allegedly attempting to remove her husband from his financial partnership with her by doing deals behind his back. Now Sniperwolf is doxing a critic. In fact, there's actually another story, another story I want to bring up that Keemstar's Drama Alert brought attention to. This woman is like violating all kinds of norms right now, and YouTube is pretending it doesn't matter. So yeah, it's only going to get worse before it gets any better. So let me get this straight. The Act Man makes a joke about doxing outside of their platform, and YouTube takes action. Yes, they did. Sniperwolf actually doxes someone, and now it's, well, we can't do anything about it, LMAO. Yeah, listen, when you say YouTube is just as bad as Twitch with the favoritism, I would say it's to different degrees, right? Twitch favoritism is probably worse just because Twitch streamers often and regularly break the TOS. YouTubers, I mean, there's more YouTubers and everything, so you don't see every single case of it. But like in terms of like your big name content creators on Twitch and YouTube, I maybe it's just a way I'm perceiving it, but on Twitch, they're more likely to violate the terms of service and get away with it than YouTubers will, because YouTubers are more fearful of YouTube cracking the whip against them than Twitch, than major Twitch content creators are. So let's talk about this story from Drama Alert. After exposing Sniperwolf for alleged commercial inappropriate things to minors, YouTuber Subtobon was suspended from Twitter. If I had to guess, somebody probably mass flagged the dude's account, right? Somebody probably went through and mass flagged the dude's account. And based on the type of content that he is talking about on Twitter, it's so easy for that to get flagged, right? Because you're talking about inappropriate things involving minors. That is obviously going to flag some of these auto checks on Twitter. I hope he gets the account back, but they're kind of just like shutting down his appeals, so it doesn't sound like it. But that to me says I'm not going to say, oh, it's clearly Sniperwolf doing it, maybe, but it's probably her fans, because her fans have been defending her, even though we all know she just doxed somebody. Sniperwolf is being accused of commercial inappropriate things of minors after a video she posted back in 2014 has resurfaced where she asks young-looking individuals, allegedly minors, to twerk in exchange for favors, showing her breast at around 12:30. Okay, all right, listen, man, listen. That's bad. I get you want to say, well, that was back in 2014. And like, I've seen people go after people, 14 years down the road for things that they did that in any way is alleged to involve a child, right? Why is it okay for Sniperwolf to do it? Right. So, okay. So basically at this point, she was previously arrested for felony armed robbery. Okay. Now she was asking minors, allegedly, to twerk to see her tits, allegedly, and then we have her committing some type of like financial, maybe you want to call them crimes, maybe you want to call them civil lawsuit sort of things, to her ex-husband. Actually, no, she stole his computer. Never mind. Crime. And then you put a little cherry on top where you go and you dox your main critic. Like, goddamn, this woman is absolutely unhinged, and obviously YouTube is not going to hold her accountable for any of it. So there you can see the account has been suspended. Let's move on to how YouTube is replying to, and then we'll get to the Pokimane statement. So YouTube got asked, right? They have been community noted, and it seems like any time they tweet at anybody for anything, at least when it's a new one, they are being community noted, because they tried to do this like, oh, let's just do a random generic thing, right? Would it be too meta to do a reaction video to a reaction video? For additional context, it needs to be known that this tweet was written in the wake of a controversy regarding a reaction YouTuber, Sniperwolf, who recently leaked the personal information of a fellow creator on the platform, Jax Films. Source Business Insider. Like, dude, everybody is talking about this. I'm sure something bigger will eventually come on, but like, how, like, YouTube, you can't pretend this isn't happening, and the more you try to, the funnier it is. Okay, all right, Ricky. All right. Pokimane kind of got dragged into this one, and listen, Wavy Websurf. And I was going to actually reference this tweet in my video yesterday. My platform lets me get away with anything starter pack. Now look, I don't know if Pokimane has ever doxed anybody. I wouldn't put it past her. But Pokimane has definitely done a lot of things that violate Twitch's terms of service. And Twitch just kind of ignores it, gives her a pass, or finds some sort of vague way of interpreting their own TOS in order not to punish her. I think one time, like, she had to put out a tweet begging Twitch to take action against her for a clear TOS violation because everybody saw it, and she got like a 1-day suspension. That was it. That was it. Other people have had their entire Twitch accounts removed. Pokimane got off like with a slap on the wrist that she had to ask for. Okay, all right. Anyways. Now, Wavy Websurf put out this tweet. This baited Pokimane into actually responding. And look, all the crap I'm going to give her, it's not going to go away. But I'll give credit where credit's due. She is taking a stance against Sniperwolf here, because she goes, I'm vehemently against doxing, especially as someone who has been doxed, swatted, and stalked for years. This comparison is unnecessary, and I don't want to be part of your women can get away with anything agenda. I sincerely hope that YouTube helps Jack. I always try to apologize and do better when I make mistakes. It's okay if you haven't forgiven that yet, but please don't compare me to someone who committed a crime and put people's safety at risk. Okay, so Pokimane is outright saying Sniperwolf has committed a crime, not to compare her to Sniperwolf, and is saying that she hopes YouTube takes action in order to help Jax Films. So, look, of all the bad things we've criticized Pokimane for, at least she's on the right side of this one. At least even Pokimane is on the right side of this one. YouTube, how are you going to pretend that Sniperwolf did nothing wrong? Here's the thing. If you were, like, smart, right, you would give, like, some type of, like, really serious warning, right? You'd prevent her from doing any type of live streams for like a week, remove her from the partnership program for like a month. Nothing that would destroy her channel, right? But at least enough where you could like give some red meat to people and say, hey, we are taking the situation seriously, LOL. But like, no, you're just sitting there going like, fuck you guys, go away. We don't care. Fuck you. All right. Okay, that's it, guys. That's it. I mean, look, it's obvious. Even Pokimane is on the right side of this one. How can you be on the wrong side of publicly doxing somebody, especially to 5 million of your followers? All right, well, I'm sure this story is going to have a happy ending. And by that, I mean another story will come along and people will forget about it.